Hi guys, Amir here. So I have uploaded the next MVP connector for DevOps. It's about GitLab. We are going to look into it, and similar to the one with Jenkins, it's just a minimum structure which I'm providing, couple of operations, mainly focusing on the issues, just for you to understand how to develop this anypoint connector. And you can extend it to your needs. So again, there is no support. It's just part of the community initiatives which I'm driving. So this is really for you to develop and extend further if needed. Otherwise, feel free to use as is. So let's go into the repository which I've released, and we will do just a quick demo on the couple of operations around it. So first of all, if you go to my GitHub account, you will see that here is another repository available. It's the GitLab connector repository for anypoint studio. And if you go through this, so basically everything which I have used here is based on the super documented API of GitLab. So here you can really find all the different methods, and it's really one of the simplest API I have ever used. So they are really providing detailed documentation on how to use the API. And then here you can see it's a couple of 17 operations which I've implemented. You can add the issue, you can clear labels on the issue, close issue, reopen issue. And we are going to see this directly just in a minute. Here give you guidance on the installation. So similar to the Jenkins repository and connector, you download this. Best is if you store it in the workspace where anypoint studio is, so you can also extend it further to your needs. And then you build it basically with Maven install. So once it's built, make sure you are referring to the right version. So it's 01.15. And once you have installed it, you will see that it's available directly in your anypoint studio. The connector will appear, and you will see all this directly in anypoint studio. It's a bit different than Jenkins connector, so it has been built on the cloud instance. So you have to provide the URL with gitlab.com. Don't add a slash at the end, and you also need to have this personal access token, which I think I will show you now how to generate it. So if you go to GitLab and go to your project which you have, and in the project you will see, it's under preferences of the account. So on your user account you go to preferences, and then you will see here access tokens. You can add a name here if you want expiry date, and check all the at least read capabilities, and also API in order to write for your specific one. So I have added all the access to all the scopes which are available. And so once you have this, save the PAT personal access token somewhere, and then you can basically use it. So when I go now into the repository back, so the first step you do is basically you download it as a zip and extract it somewhere. And once you have extracted it, you go into the repository. You build it basically by using here maven.install. Let me do it again so we can see it. So I have extracted this repository in this under my anypoint studio workspaces. So you can see GitLab connector is there. The first thing before you download and extract it is do a mvn install. You will see directly here on that repository, your Maven should be for sure configured, but on that repository you will see it's this version. So you have to refer in your anypoint studio projects exactly to this version, and then you can use it. It's really fast, so you see it's already installed, and then you basically go into anypoint studio and look for the POM file for your project. So you open the POM file, and in the POM file what you need to do is we have copied already this code snippet, so copy it, this dependency code snippet, go into your dependency area in the POM file, paste it here, make sure it's the one which you have installed. For sure you can change it in the plugin yourself, save it, and then you will see here the GitLab operation appears, and you have all the different operations available. I will just demo a few, not everything, but before you get started, make sure you have already created a GitLab configuration. Let me open it and show it to you. Here you can see you have to provide the URL and the PAT, so personal access token. I have just removed mine for the demo. So once you have this, I will just enter now mines and close the dialog. So you have to enter your personal access token here to get started. Once you have entered it, press OK. The GitLab connection will be saved, and now you can get started. So first of all, you can try to create an issue maybe. Yeah, so you put this in, decide what is the project. Now this is also important, where to get the project ID. So go to your GitLab again, into the project, and under the project you can see here this is the ID. Click to copy, so it will basically be copied now, and now you can say here I would like to add a new demo issue, and we label it just demo. And if you want to have additional labels, you can say CI/CD or DevOps, just separated by the comma. So once ready, the next thing you need to do is make sure, and this goes for all the operations you see here, make sure to define the meme type to application JSON. So that's basically it. And then you can run the app. So it's already running. Okay, so let's see. Let me stop it and rerun it. Let's try again here to rerun the project. Now it is being started. So this is deployed. Let me quickly see the listener properties. So it's just test. So I go basically here in Postman, and let's do it also here in GitLab in the issues. Let's open it. So this is our last one. Demo mule SDK for GitLab. Okay, so this is not ours. I think ours has a different name, a new demo issue, and different labels. So let's go to Postman and just hit this one. So it should basically return, you can see here the ID 16. Yeah, so the last one was 14. One is closed, which was 15. And if I refresh here, you will see 16 has been added plus the different tags. So this is one of the operations, and they are really similar to use. So you can go to the next one. For instance, you can say you want to clear all the labels on the issue. And you just go here, copy the data, like the project ID from here. You can also pass it or put it in a variable. And just enter here, say this is 16, and I would like to clear all the different labels which I've added. So CID, demo, and DevOps will be cleared. Save it. It will basically redeploy. And you also see here what were the URLs it has used in the response code. So if there is something which might not work, you have the access to the code, you can change it, and GitLab REST API documentation is quite nice, so you will be able to extend the connector further to your needs. So I had to restart the deployment for some reason, it failed. So anyway, it's up and running. So let's try the next thing. So this time we want to remove the labels. So let's hit it. And you see it has removed the labels. So you will see it here. I've not formatted it in the meme type. But let's go here and see, actually it is removed. Yeah, so you see here the labels are removed. So the next thing what you can try now is we can try the update issue. This is also something which is a bit special. Yeah, so we are going to update the issue we have here. So let's copy the project ID. Issue will be 16, and then the approach is like you enter here the name of the field, like title, you give the value, then you have this and sign, and you enter the next field, yeah, which is in my case label here. I will change the labels now to ITM, DevOps, and CI/CD in capital letters again, and description. So let's change the descriptions to, let's say, GitLab, save it, and now we are going to hit the URL, go back to Postman, hit, and we see the response is here. Yeah, so now let's go into GitLab again. So this should now change. You can see it has been removed to, or changed to field query the name. The text has been added, and now I can see also here the description, GitLab here. Okay, so let's now try the last query or last operation. There are a couple of, so it's straightforward to use. Let's delete this issue, and then we are done. So let's delete it from here. Add the project ID, which was, let me get it here, project ID, and it's the issue ID 16. This should be fine. Let it deploy, and we then do this request, and the issue basically should be disappearing here. You can also do open issue, reopen issue, close issue, then it will move around here. You can add different tags and so on. But we will now delete this issue completely. Let's see if the application is deployed. Yeah, looks like. And now we will hit this. So here you can see you receive a 200, and this is an empty response. But in GitLab, you see the issue is deleted. And that's how simple you can use this MVP connector. Yes, it has been documented here on the Git repository. You go to the API activist account, and you see all the different repositories here. Select the DevOps MVP anypoint connector GitLab and download it. And you can use it basically. And I'm looking forward to some extensions. So if the MuleSoft community extend this plugin, please share with us. I'm curious about it. So that was it. Hope you liked it. Have a good day.